Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So for today's set, I'm going to jump right into what I'm going to be using. So first I'm using Bloom from Makartt. I'm also going to be using Neruda, which is a polygel that came out of the January YNL lab in a box. I'm also using this raw glitter mix from Makartt Dove that also came out of that January YNL lab in a box. And it's really nice, very iridescent with open face hearts, regular hearts, hectagons. It's a really nice raw glitter mix that you can also mix with acrylic or even clear polygel. I'm also using these gold foil flakes. They didn't come from Makartt. And I'm also using these gold heart embellishments. They did come from Makartt last year. So starting off with the set, I'm using Makartt's XXL full cover square tips, and y'all, I must say these square tips are a fave. So if you've been with me for a while, you know I don't really do square nails because I don't like how they look on me, but these right here, they just took over. Like, I love how these look on my hand. Very pretty. But I started with base gel and left it wet, and I'm going in with those gold embellishments and just adding them into the nail. For my thumb, the gold embellishments went in really nicely. I didn't have to do anything additional because a lot of times when you're using these type of embellishments, you do want to make sure they're flat in the nail before you're curing, so that once you add in your extra products, whether it be acrylic or polygel, nothing seeps under the embellishment and like floods it out. So yeah, these have a bit of a curve to it, so it helped out a lot, and they just went in my thumb very pretty. So now I'm taking different pieces of glitter from the Dove Raw Glitter Mix, and I'm using an open face heart and putting it right in between, in the middle of the gold embellishment heart. And then I'm going to take just random smaller hearts and put them all throughout the nail, as well as some of that gold glitter foil flake. I'm going to also put that within the nail just randomly. And then once I get all of that set, I do a 30-second cure in my lamp for the nail itself. So the reason why I didn't show a full unboxing of the January YNL lab in a box is basically just because we are in February and I got my box late because I canceled and then resubscribed. Once I saw that Nail by Brandy curated the box, I decided to go ahead and get January's box, but originally I wasn't going to do it. So I didn't feel like I needed to unbox it because at this point it's not even available anymore. But I am of course using a few items out of that box. It was a very nice box, curated by Nails by Brandy, and Your Nail Lab in a box, although I was about to cancel, and it's just because I've been with them now for quite some time and gotten some repeat items, which I guess would still be useful because I can add them to giveaways and things like that. But like, I just feel like I don't want to run out of options with Makartt to where they've pretty much given me everything they're going to give me. And yeah, I'm just stuck with all these repeat products. Unless it's something that I actually use a lot, I wouldn't mind that. But like just something randomly always being sent, I would prefer not to do that. So I'm gonna give them a few more months because I do like to receive it every month. It gives me content on my channel to show, for one, and it gives me products like for a very nice price, $35 for like $100 worth of products. You really can't beat that. So that's what kind of keeps me. But I have been looking around trying to see if there's other subscriptions I would like to join and get monthly because, yeah, I mean, I enjoy getting products, and to be able to get them in a bulk like that is really nice. So once I again get all of this glitter set, I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds. So for my index, I'm also applying base coat and leaving that wet, a gold embellishment. For these ones, I had to hold it down a bit. Well, I didn't have to hold it down. I had to bend it a bit more so that it lays flat into the nail. I did decide to use my tweezers and hold it down just to make sure again that nothing is raised on it when I put my polygel in and it doesn't flood out the embellishment. And just at the tip of this, so the free edge area, I'm doing the glitter and the gold foil flakes because for my index, middle, and pinky, they are going to be French tips. And I just essentially wanted it in the area where the particular shade would be. And I'm just repeating the same thing. So I'll put my gold embellishment down first. Then I go back in with the open faced heart in the middle of that embellishment, two other smaller hearts, and some gold oil flakes, and give everything a 30-second cure. Now my thumb and my ring are the same, so I do a full nail where I'm doing the gold embellishments, the glitters, and the foil flakes, but through the whole entire nail. And I'll just let you watch me finish up applying all of my glitters and gold embellishments into my nail. So once I got it set, I'm now just going back over everything with a base gel to encapsulate these glitters, and then I'll cure them for 30 seconds before going in with my poly gel just to make sure everything is nice and encapsulated. So now I'm starting with my thumb and I'm using Neruda, which is a really pretty like purple blue shade of a glitter poly gel. And I believe this one comes from their Fairy Gathering polygel kit. I love how they made this a 30 milliliter bottle. Like you can do so many sets with this. Amazing. Today I'm using 91% alcohol as my slip solution, and I just dipped my brush in it and I'm now patting that into the nail, making sure to cover the sidewalls. And I always do a 2 bead method. So this is my first bead that I'm going to just kind of blend down. And once I get all the free edge beads set, I cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. After doing this one, I'm going to go in on my index and create my first French tip. I like doing French tips with the Femi Beauty Lazy Girl method. I feel like it's really, really easy. So essentially, I'm taking the polygel just at the top where I want my French tippy, and I'm going to dip that polygel brush in some alcohol and pat that into the nail well. Now, I pat it down pretty much as low as I would like for the French to go. And then I just take my brush and like just push it up to create a smile line. And I feel like it's so simple and easy to make a French tip with the Femi Beauty Lazy Girl method. And they do always come out really great. Now I must say I didn't really like how these in particular came out, but for the most part I always like how my French tips come out when I'm doing the Femi Beauty method. I think it's just a very simple, quick, easy way to get really nice nails. And again, these square tips were everything. Like I wore these for like a week, and yeah, I was really, 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 really pleased with these full cover square tips because again, I don't like square nails on myself at all, but these right here, they complemented my fingers very, very well. So kudos to you, Makartt, with those full cover XXL square nails. Y'all did that. I absolutely love them. So now I'm going in with the cuticle bead, And I should have showed my prep because on this one I did proper prep because I kept them on for the week. But I basically just pushed back my cuticles, removed the dead skin from around my cuticles, applied a dehydrator and a primer, and then applied base coat gel, cured that for 30 seconds, and now I'm ready to apply my Beauty Lazy Girl Method nails. So after I apply that cuticle bead, I'm now going to lightly press that onto my natural nail, and I do give that a 30, excuse me, a flash cure. With my flashy lamp, I flash cure it on for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then I look underneath and make sure there's nothing spilling out, and if there is, I'll clean that up and put it in my lamp for a full 30 seconds. But again, these nails fit so well, look so nice. That thumb was beautiful. Like, y'all, I do not like square nails on me, and these were so beautiful. I'm so happy that I finally found a square nail that I really like, and we'll be investing in them because I do think square looks really nice on me, and this particular form and shape, I fell in love. So now that index, I'm taking Bloom at the bottom to be my nail bed, and I'm going to go ahead and pat that in to fill in the rest of the French. So if you can kind of see, there is a smile line, so like I have it curved as a French, and I'm just taking this polygel and trying to fill in everything that is open that or doesn't have polygel, so that it looks like a very nice French tip. On this one here, my index, I put a little bit too much polygel. After I was done, I kind of noticed where it, like the um, the bloom kind of flooded over the glitter. It didn't look so bad, but if this was like a solid color, so like let's say I did a solid color French instead of this glitter see-through French, you wouldn't even notice. It still would have looked like a perfect nice French. But that's something to be careful for if you're doing like a see-through situation at the top of the nail. When you go to do your nail bed, you want to make sure the nail bed is pretty exact and pretty nice and pretty well rounded, because you're definitely going to be able to see it, being that the French is a clear French. Um, because if you've noticed or watched any of my other videos where I've done Frenches with the Family Beauty method and it's a solid color, I have, like, of course it overlaps, but again, because it's not see-through, you cannot see it. So that's just something to be mindful of. So now I'm just lightly pressing that on my nail. I'm going to clean up around that and then flash cure again. And I skipped the middle finger because I was so out of frame. So I'm jumping right to the thumb, excuse me, the ring. The ring. And I'm just patting that in, and then I'm going to place that on my nail and do a flash cure. Once everything is on, they're all cured for a full 30 seconds. I hope you all are enjoying the video so far, and if you are, go ahead and place a like on the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel before leaving. I would definitely love for you to join the family. And thank you to anyone that does take their time to watch my videos. It's greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. And if you've been subscribed, I love you guys more than words can say. I appreciate everyone that definitely shows up for your girl. I'm forever thankful and grateful. And this is how the nails look after being file shaped and buffed. So now I'm going in on my index with my rhinestone glue from YNL. And this was just really random. So the rhinestones that I'm going to use, they come from the January Your Nail Lab in a box as well. Really pretty. I don't have anything like this in my collection. And it didn't totally go with the set, but I felt like I wanted to incorporate them anyways, because this is something else that I got from that box that I absolutely fell in love with. Such a beautiful rhinestone. So it's like a rhinestone that shifts from green, purple, and blue. Really, really pretty. These are. But I'm just placing them diagonally down on this nail, and then I'll cure. On the middle finger, I'm using the same rhinestones and doing the same thing, but I'm going to go vertically with it. And then on the pinky, I'm also going to go diagonally and place these on the nail as well. And I just loved how it turned out and gave it an extra pop that I needed for the nails. Then I'm going in and just top coating over all of the nails. And that top coat brought all of those glitters to life. Everything just came out really, really gorgeous. After I top coated, I did cure for 30 seconds. Off camera, I also top coated underneath because it's like a glassy set at the top. So I wanted to make sure that the glitters were giving the full effect that was needed. And then off camera, I did apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here's the finished set. I love how they came out so pretty, like these square nails, y'all. Do y'all see these? They're so cute on my fingers. Like, I've never, ever, ever liked a square nail that I own on my fingers, but these, I didn't want to take them off. Neruda is such a pretty glitter polygel, and then those rhinestones. I just love the shift in the rhinestone. Absolutely gorgeous. But comment down below and let me know what you thought of this nail set. And if you've made it this far, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next one. Much love to you all.